Magisk actually going to hold for the moment. He doesn't need to do too much. Dupree's getting the job done solo. And eventually, Magisk obviously able to chime in with one, but it felt like the damage was already done by that point.
Complete shutdown, really. Crossfire between Valk as well as that Dig player. Works out an absolute treat. Frozen takes some duels over towards jungle side. Nice shot on the P2 from Dexter. Couple more of those and they can start turning things around. That's a nice timing in through Arch from Frozen, actually.
And I think now Dexter is just going to try to bide his time and see if he can allow Frozen the opportunity to walk in behind one or two of these players. Was Masuta spotted? Doesn't seem that way, and Dupree now well aware of that angle. He's actually going to spot Frozen out, but that's not going to be quick enough to save Masuta. Still, it doesn't look like it's going to end in disaster for Vitality.
Goes straight for this B execute. A lot of pressure on ZywOo now.
A lot of faith put on him by Vitality, and we'll see if he can answer the call. Already one good shot, but JDC, fantastic trade. Pixel perfect aim, and that's going to get them back into the B site. This time, Vitality might not be thinking about the save quite so much anymore. Apex tries to deny the bomb plant. Will not be able to do so through that smoke, and you have to say, Pilski, I mean, surely they can't go for the retake here.
Yeah. 2
MP9s, they've got a little bit of util to play with, but
just going for exits, playing the long game. You know, we've already, like I said, in the earlier couple of rounds, seen both teams keep their economy nice and steady. So if you can go for these exits, just pull extra guns away over time. It's going to be great for you if on the Vitality side. Masuda sticking around, wants to try to get value out of this MP9 if he can. Flash over the top of main, and you get multiple players picking in there with the MP9, just trying to see if they can chip any of these guns away. Torsi trapped in the corner. Needs a little bit of assistance maybe, but it's all good. He's got it under control. 3 guns take a bit weaker. And look, MOUZ with a fair bit of util left. Only the one smoke, but a fair few Molotovs and a couple flashes to layer over the top as they try to scale into the side. But look at Vitality, already ready with 3 players over here.
Someone's going to have to hit some sick entries, and it might have to be JDC. Low on HP, but he's already lost Bimas. He loses his own life as well. And that's pretty much the end of that. A couple of shots do go through for Frozen and Torsi, but it was always going to be a tough ask when you're going in. Numbers disadvantage. You've already got 3 players stacked over toward B. Vitality kind of make that round look a bit easier than the last couple.
MOUZ actually committing in towards Banana this time. They're going to take a lot of HE damage, but it's worked out for them. Great first pick from Torsi.
Apex, he'll look for more. Can't strike this time. Now Sports are not going to fall for the same tricks twice. Torsi with that AWP in hand was pretty impressive yesterday against Movistar Riders. I wonder if he's going to be able to be a match for ZywOo today.
How do you get back into this as Vitality now? It's got to be aggression somewhere. Got to be a bit more clever about this one. In comes the A execute, off angle for ZywOo, and a whole bunch of util being dumped in. Flash over the top, almost helps him out.
Yeah, nearly the lineup for ZywOo. It's down to just Magisk, and of course, too many players to deal with.
So low. All of that HE damage in towards Banana. You know, couple of extra bullets. Could have been a completely different round, but MOUZ, great job to scrape through it. And you're looking at this for Vitality. The money is not in a great position right now.
It's a very back and forth game so far, isn't it? Doesn't feel like either team has really been able to wrestle control of Inferno away from the other just yet.
Yeah. Very technical game as well. It's good util usage from both teams. Great rotations.
Maybe not back to that style that Dexter was talking about in the interview yesterday.
Yeah, not so much. Not too much looser stuff from MOUZ. At least initially. MOUZ going to go back to the tried and true. Go hit the small site with a numbers disadvantage and see if you can get something working for you.
Util once again going to be expended onto the B-bomb side for MOUZ Sports, but these dry peaks into the AWPs are not really working out too well. ZywOo gets another, and he's making it look easy at the moment. Masuta just boosts it up on top of the flower pots, and yeah, I have to say, when MOUZ Sports loses the opening frag in any given round, it's again going to be looking for those entries. This time through brackets. I don't feel like we've seen a huge amount of pressure put on A early, but Frozen.
This round's going great for MOUZ. Full bracket control, and they get that entry onto the sandbag player. Re-aggression from ZywOo. It's great shadow advantage there. Even tags JDC, but MOUZ are doing all the right moves right now, except for this one.
That is the perfect spot to answer as that push comes through brackets, but in the end it's Dupree who will catch the bomb, and now Bimas, who has been struggling on this map has a chance to really step up for MOUZ Sports. That's his second frag only for the first half. If he wins this, he triples his frags for the map so far, but it would be an incredibly critical, impactful round to win for MOUZ Sports. So I think he could forget about the rough start and be heralded a bit of a hero if he pulls this one off for MOUZ.
Apex has threaded the timing perfectly. Gonna go check out Bracket. He's starting to ask himself questions about whether this is a route back towards the B side of the map.
He's got a plan. And
There's
time
the
is
sound
running
cue
out
for
of him.
Apex. He's picked himself up a kid as well.
Well, UMass needs to hit the headshot. Tucks himself in the back corner. Apex is going to know that he can't have exited the site. There is nowhere else for him to be, and that is a very routine clutch for Apex. So Vitality do get it over the line.
Both teams pretty low econ off the back of that one, though.
There goes an incendiary, but MOUZ are already well past it. They're just going to go straight through this smoke, and it doesn't look like Dupree was prepared for that one at all. ZywOo does tag JDC up, but can't land the second shot, and MOUZ, they are just sending it at Vitality right now, and it's working.
It's exactly what they needed to do with that kind of util.
Where's the bomb? It's not getting planted just yet. Goes down a little bit late. That's given time for the rotate to come across for Vitality. They've got 3 players already here, one having already wrapped in through brackets as well. JDC needs to hit a shot with this AWP. Otherwise, just 2 players stuck on that bomb site. Not going to be an easy one for them to clutch out. That's huge, though. MOUZ going down. That's the multi-pronged approach. Cut away from Vitality.
Oh, great nade. 2 kids, but I don't think they're comfortable enough to go for this. Just trying to pull the guns away. You can see how broke MOUZ are, so replacing these weapons is not easy for MOUZ. Every single gun you're taking away makes a difference, and that's great work from Apex. Because look at the cash here now for MOUZ. 3.5 on most of those players.
Dexter and BMAS to answer. Already the flashes start to ring through, but BMAS is good enough for one. Dexter does lose his life. On the balcony, not too much more can be done. So Torsi with a late wrap in through Diggity might still be able to get himself something done. Deny the bomb plant, that's big. But where's the last player? He knows there's someone else lurking around. But is he in pit? Is he on balcony? Torsi wins us another fight, and that wins the round.
Timings here for MOUZ. They've got a decent read on what's going on, but they've lost Torsi in the meanwhile. BMAS all on his lonesome in pit under a lot of pressure now. He's going to aggress, but the flash catches him. A lot of damage onto MOUZ there.
Yeah, Frozen's going to have to do it now. But he's going to be smoked off, and with that, maybe the chances of the round start to disappear as well. JDC comes floating across, and yeah, I expect we'll see the same approach from MOUZ Sports here as what we did from Vitality on their CT side.
Yeah. Still early days. Plenty of legs in this half. Can't afford to get carried away. And you've seen it happen every day of the week, you know, these half buys with a couple A1Ss. Can definitely get it done.
To be fair, there's not really been any inroads made, and Torsi's going to peek across. He gets the info spots, Magis gets the kill. He's got an incend as well to play with. He can chuck that down if he needs to. A smoke out onto the site as well, and Vitality, they're going to find it difficult to get into this one. 2 players still on that site, but somehow they're getting the bomb plant down, and JDC's died as well. MOUZ Sports, surely not from here.
ZywOo just gets off that angle, so this is going to allow the Banana players to get some space here.
For how long, though? Oh, the layup! ZywOo pulls it off again. 21 frags in the map so far, and it is falling apart now for MOUZ Sports. If you would have freeze-framed that as the push was coming into B, I would have told you MOUZ Sports wins that round every day of the week. But now it's going to be Vitality. Torsi, he's run out of time. He's run out of HP as well.
Suda going to burn a bit of util, see if he can bleed a little bit more out of MOUZ, make their lives a bit easier, apply some pressure and see if they can draw out a mistake. But no commitment in here for Vitality. Trying to pull that rotator over from Speedway's side, but Bemis has not moved a single inch.
Magisk is just running all over the map at the moment looking for frags. Torsi, as the smoke pops, provides some cover, and also manages to find that frag. And MOUZ is stuck in the 1-on-3, but doesn't really have too many options. Can't really move.
Gorgeous.
MOUZ Sports survives.
Look.
MOUZ Sports, you say they've had a great read on this round, but 25 seconds left. Vitality could still pull it off. Starting to work their way into A. Torsi spots so many, and Dexter will finish off what he started.
Yeah.
It's just Magisk and Dupree now, and with 13 seconds left, it feels unwinnable from here.
Beautiful.
BMAS,
Yeah.
raw adjustment, wins the round, and MOUZ Sports, maybe no last time. Could be yes. JDC, wide swing, gets Apex, but
No.
they've lost Frozen on the B side, and now it gets ever more difficult. Surely not at the 11th hour. MOUZ, they cannot fall. It's the final hurdle. Dexter has pulled off a bit of magic in this map so far. A couple of cheeky multi-frags. He's going to need another one, but runs right into Misuta. You could see what he was trying to do. Needed to pick the pace up, needed to find something for MOUZ, but unfortunately, it has fallen apart, and Vitality, a 4-on-1 now for Torsi. It's not possible. 16-14. Vitality with a sweaty brow. They stave off the overtime and they win map 1.
I think that retake CT position that we often do see going to be joined up by a couple of the boys. And look at Vitality all the way straight into jungle. Gotten rid of Dexter, man advantage, and got that bomb down as well.
Well, the pistols were highlighted as something that Vitality felt they struggled with yesterday. And they've won 2 out of 3 of them today. So nice little change up for them. I say they've won 2 out of 3 of them. Of course, they haven't won this one just yet, I suppose. But I did give it to them. Maybe I've spoken a little bit too soon. Magisk now going to have to try to clutch it out. Wow. A couple of quick shots do come through from him with that P250. And Frozen is taken out of the round.
Couple up. Looking like a quicker one towards A. Vitality want to start to make some inroads straight out ramp. A lot of players really close here. Torsi's caught in no man's land, but Dexter from under balcony getting a whole lot of work done here, Jordan.
Might even get another one, but the molly does get put out just in time. Still, ZywOo, Magisk continuing to probe into the A bomb site. Vitality, they've done a lot of damage, but they haven't found the kills. Now it's on to Apex in a 1-on-3. He's dispatched at the first already, but JDC locks it down. Must have played a bit of cricket in his childhood. I think that word's illegal in the US of A.
Yeah.
ZywOo and Dupree, though, finding themselves standing as a duo now.
Look at this. Dexter walking all the way through apartments. Might even find himself the package over here, but might have mistimed it a bit. ZywOo going to be given a freebie. Yeah, easy as you like. Great crosshair placement. Dupree controlling the middle of the map as well. This is falling apart for MOUZ.
Very unfortunate. Looked like a very much a winnable round for MOUZ, but a bit of timing gets the better of Dexter, and then Dupree's able to win a shaky duel. JDC could still bring this unstuck for Vitality. They've got plenty of time, so there's not that real pressure on Vitality at the moment, and Dupree, 1 HP wonder, gets the round over the line. Be a good old-fashioned waterfall out onto B, but with this many players here, MOUZ, they're in a very good spot to win it. No frags coming out just yet. And Vitality, they're getting deep into the side, but they're put to a halt. JDC and Frozen, in particular, making the difference for MOUZ. Now it's Magisk with 25 seconds left to play with.
So
could have got the bomb down in that meanwhile, but spam through the smoke. There goes Torsi. And now a fake plant to try to draw the peak from BMAS. He doesn't have much time to work with left. Magisk soon just going to have to sit on the floor, plant that bomb, fakes it again, looks for the peak. BMAS wins the duel toward the A bomb site, which is where Vitality is going to head. So if there was ever a chance, maybe Dexter with a deagle shot could have been it. Not quite this time. Torsi goes down as well, and the hopes start to fade for MOUZ. Frozen at least is chiming in some aspects with that M4. Flashes coming through. BMAS hasn't been spotted yet. Deagle! And that is 2 very important frags coming through from him. JDC also chiming in with the 5-7.
Okay.
And it's winnable, but it's also Magisk, who has been having a really good map, but JDC an absolute putting a foot wrong so far today. Gets the flank, and Dexter not able to swing his mouse around in time. At least Torsi's there for the trade, but 44 seconds left, and Vitality still waiting for that rotate to come through from short. It's Dupree just watching patiently. He'll get caught off by JDC, but the entries happen on A, and that's what matters. JDC will have to pull off a bit of magic once again to win this round. No 5-7 here. It's an AK in hand. Unfortunately, hasn't been able to find Masuta, and now the job gets a bit more difficult. Molotov will push him out of position to an extent, but it's a duel that he can't win. Masuta getting a bit of a wriggle on. And Vitality almost taking control of the site without losing too much. They will eventually drop Apex, but it is an exchange, and Masuta's going to double down. Magisk also finding the opportunity to get involved in the round. He's 14-7. He's having a fantastic time on this T side of Mirage, and Nade goes sailing over the top of Dexter and finishes him off as well. It just doesn't really seem like MOUZ is getting the opportunity to play the game, and I think that's kind of where we're at the moment. Dupree just running through a smoke, knife out, does not care. They just want to find Torsi, and they have. And Magisk is not putting a foot wrong. He's tucked himself inside a sandwich. I like the position that Apex has found, and don't really much like that for them.
That's just vintage crosshair placement. You love to see it. Even in just such a random spot. They know they've lost that pick on 8. Dexter's doing a great job, though. Second for the round, frozen from Catwalk as well. Really important that your Cat player is able to pop out mid on the right timing, CT side barrage, and find those critical frags on the T's, trying to get those important positions like Con, who's done well there. This could still fall apart, though.
Yeah, might not be too late for MOUZ just yet. If they can get to 5, put together a good T side. They had a pretty good T side of their own on Inferno.
I mean, look, JDC gets entry'd here, and there's pretty much no one anywhere near.
Molotov's going to go too deep to be a problem for him. No flashes connecting onto him either. He'll be checked, but it's not going to matter. ZywOo, he'll get the trade, of course, but probably not quite enough to make him feel comfortable in this clutch. It's a 1-on-3.
Should just be the HE. Oh, never mind. Frozen repositioning the market side. Going to join up with the rest of the boys.
Oh, he was spotted on that cross by Dexter. Gives him a little bit of a tickle on the jump back on in. This, however, is one of those sites where you feel the clutch can happen. Maybe not if there's a grenade to land at the feet. Good one from MOUZ. They get back up.
Giving up a lot of map control in towards middle. Just trusting those crossfires.
30 seconds left, and Vitality haven't been making too many movements, but now they'll finally try to pick the pace up in toward the B site. Frozen's already spotted the info, but he's lost JDC, and Torsi down as well. It's a one-man army left on the B bomb side, and it has to be Frozen to step up now for MOUZ. ZywOo low, but he just gets blitzed through the wall. 13 seconds left. It's going to mean bomb plant needed to go down, and Dexter denies it. Probably wins the round.
Hold on.
Apex, though. Can he line them up? Oh, no. It's gone wrong for MOUZ. It looked like it.
You can get a little bit of a spray down. But MOUZ have all boots on the ground in mid, and mid is not the bomb site, Jordan. There's a very one-dimensional push going on here. Okay.
ZywOo had no idea anyone was walking up behind him in connector, and Magisk, with a very wide swing, is actually going to open the door up for Apex. He was the crouching tiger, hidden dragon that swung from the jungle and really put MOUZ under the pump. Torsi, though, has a little more to say about it.
This would be much needed. This would be such a big impact 1v4 from Torsi to save MOUZ's economy in this position. Relocation from that player at CT, Magisk is very low, 15 HP. It's definitely a kill that Torsi could finish off. The open plant here, he taps it, and Masuda peeking from bricks. That is a reset on MOUZ's economy. Dexter, peak approach. These can work well, or these can just get absolutely picked apart. You just got to hit your shots, really, at the end of the day. And it's going to come down to this nice timing between BMAS picking out Palace and the pressure on mid and connector.
MOUZ looking for mid control. They're not going to get it for free. Apex just swings on the timing, catches Frozen as the smoke blooms. Dexter goes through it, but he won't survive either, and it is just a blender, really, that they've run into. Yeah. Vitality is not missing a beat at the moment.
That's just going to be too much to bear for MOUZ. Great nade.
Able to escape back through the smoke, and the nade actually a bit of a fadeaway. Catches Frozen, he's gone for more.
Yeah.
It'll work out very nicely for Vitality. Dupree is going to send JDC in another direction as well with that incendiary.
Bombs drop top mid. Vitality set up very nicely. Big man advantage for them. JDC's threaded the needle in terms of the timing, though. But without that bomb in the hands of Bemis, it might not matter too much at the end of the day. Be a pick onto ZywOo. Let's see how this pushes and pulls the rotations. JDC has to pull the trigger early because Zaiwu goes and checks back in towards spawn side.
But they've still got the bomb. So...
Oh, footsteps heard by BMAS.
You're
Okay,
right.
MOUZ.
Apex just gone floating around in mid on his own and he gets picked off. But again, bomb still needs to be retrieved. And how do you get the bomb when you've only got a flash?
I think you're playing for kills at this point. Masuda taking matters into his own hands. That's a very important duel to win. JDC now.
Oh, just can't quite find that timing. Masuda gets behind the boxes in time. He'll survive, make some noise dropping out a window as well, and the game is up. They know exactly where he is. Smoke down, it's not going to matter. Dupree has the cross. Yeah, certainly seems that way. I mean, I guess the difference maker is that in the last couple of series, MOUZ has been able to win a close map. Not so the case this time. They couldn't get Inferno over the line, and they're certainly not getting even close to doing that on Mirage. Masuda knocks 3 over, and with that, pretty much wins the map for Vitality. It's a 4-on-2 now. Dexter only has a MAC-10 to play with. And really, with that, not much of a chance. Galil in hand for Frozen, 48 HP. Minute 11 on the clock, and it all slows down as we wait and see what Frozen can do on that wrap behind. Low HP for Masuda. Dexter, you need a headshot here, sir, to save the game for MOUZ. And it will not come together. Galil in hand for Frozen. A 1-on-3 awaits. Bomb is up in the apartments. An almost irretrievable spot. But can he find two? Zaiwu just gets around the corner in time and hits the shot. A no-scope, no less. And Vitality will send MOUZ out of the tournament.